Hi, hello guys, welcome to Lucky YouTube channel. Subscribe, support more videos. Perilous. Better go by shut vehicle. There are two primary courses for a bicycle trip from Mysore to Ooty. The more limited of the two is the 126 km course by means of Masanagudi on the Mysore Ooty street. The second is the more extended 156 km course through Goodlure. The first of these is well known as the 36 Barrett Bend course, wrapping its direction up to Ooty. Though it's really smart, better to play it safe while crossing woodland region and Ghat area, it's fitting to avoid into the evening and travel during daytime preferably. Yes, you can however remember the accompanying A. Utilize the assembling suggested motor oil grade. B. Change motor oil each 1500 km assuming you are arranging a more extended ride. C. Voyage at maximum 70 km/h. D. Run a little lower on tire pressure. F. Attempt to get hydrogen filled in tires. G. Be careful with stupids and squids on the way. H. Since the brakes are drum type, plan to slow down a minimal prior when you witness horrendous occasions ahead. 1. At Ghat, all the Gara constantly, extraordinary timberland, exquisite streets, and great locating of creatures along them. Keep away from the government jeep safari. Very costly, just for an hour, and the courses are scarcely 500 m into the timberland from the principal throughway. Essentially they are planned as it were. Lodgings close to Mudumalai Public Park, 0.57 km, Mudumalai, 6.69 km, Bamboo Banks Homestead Visitor House, 8.96 km, Wilderness Cabin, 10.71 km, the Sarai Bandipur, 4.50 km, In the Wild Attractions close to Mudumalai Public Park, 14.11 km, Pikara Lake, 12.39 km, Pikara Falls, 10.71 km, Bandipur Public Park and Tiger Save, 13.55 km, Needle Rock Viewpoint, 8.06 km, Glenmorgan. There are 36 Barrett twists from the easy route that Arun is discussing. To go to Ooty from the easy route took us LHR from the Masanagudi Petroleum Siphon in a four-wheeler. In the event that you will begin from Mudumalai, you can add another 20 minutes to that. Indeed, as Arun said, it's somewhat troublesome, yet on the off chance that you are a cautious driver and courageous, it has delightful perspectives to offer and will get you there quick. Drive gradually at your own speed and it shouldn't be an issue. Uphill driving on steep Barrett twists is more prudent than downhill driving for plain drivers who are not used to mountain streets. It's not so terrible, moreover. Prior to you know it, you would have arrived at the top. Anyway, if you need to consider different sites to be welcoming, the longer course would be better. It has needlepoint and from mountain and so forth coming. It will be longer and simpler without a doubt. Additionally, would recommend you to ask local people when you arrive about driving the two different ways. Now and again they give great ideas. Assuming that you are separated from everyone else, I think the easy route will be a decent ride. All you need to do is go at a speed agreeable to you. Have a ball. There are two streets from Mudumalai to Ooty, one hilly street with approximate 59 hair clip twists and two, a more drawn out yet somewhat simple frog to drive. The main choice closes after nightfall and is cumbersome in any event, for vehicles. Not suggested for bicycles except if you have a very great bicycle and great abilities to haggle sharp clip twists on upslope. Subsequent choice is effectively possible. Be protected. Likewise, while driving through Mudumalai, halting and observing creatures is precluded. On the off chance that you stop, elephants may assault. Best is to follow a four-wheeler and not quit during the drive-through. We drove across the lavish green woodland of Mudumalai Public Park and spotted elephant right out and about. It was such an inconceivable experience. We additionally saw gatherings of deer. You are not permitted to stop, get down or take selfies inside the recreation area. They have choices for Jeep Safari and small-scale transport safari to take you into few different spots to detect untamed life inside the wilderness. Detecting a tiger is a rarity here. Andy remained here in 2 or 3 government visitor houses, Thepe Kajo Log House and Tiger Suite. Truly chilled and excited to have a lovely stay, which is extremely close to a waterway, encompassed by deers and wild hogs, elephants in the evening. Cherished the spot and worth the money. Mudumalai is around 60 kilometers from Ooty. Got an amazing chance to see a few wild creatures here like elephant, deer, fox, buffalo, bear, peacock, and so forth, however not tiger. It was a fine experience in the woods. Safari. Numerous safari are accessible, for example, woodland department van, jeep, and even elephant safari. Each expense at various rates. I picked van safari, which is low, 340/head, relatively and safe too. You don't have to take safari, simply cruise all over the street for a couple of kilometers. It in itself is a safari. Elephant, deer, peacock are a calmer sight close by the street. What one ought to totally attempt is to visit the elephant discussion project in the morning. Must visit. I enormously relies upon your karma. This spot is great on the off chance that you are investigating the backwoods. Propose you to take a safari to get a valuable chance to see uncommon sightings of creatures. This is certainly not a 100% sure case that you get to see the creatures. Be that as it may, it builds your possibilities seeing the creatures. This spot is a sanctuary for some jeopardized creatures. You can arrive at this spot from Ooty, Tamil Nadu or from Mysore, Karnataka. You can see elephants, deers, peacocks, mangus and tigers. The drive inside this hold is delightful. You can book backwoods safari from the workplace. Be cautious when going inside the woodland. Bathrooms. You have well kept up with bathrooms inside the woodland office. Excursion region. This isn't an excursion region, you can appreciate with your loved ones. Anyway, kindly recall this is a backwoods and 3 are wild animals. We went for jeep safari in Masanagudi around 1:30 p.m. Sadly couldn't see elephants or tigers. We saw fox, deers, and some monkeys. Attempt to go as soon as conceivable, like between 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. is best opportunity to see wild creatures, yet that as well in view of your luck. Beautiful place with thick woods. We had been to wilderness safari and we proved unable, tragically, spot any tigers, but we had the option to see part of deers, buffalo, peacocks, and elephants. We visited this spot during summer getaway, so needed to trust that an hour will purchase tickets for safari. Mudumalai Tiger Save, arranged in the charming scenes of the Nilgiri mountains in Tamil Nadu, is a wild safe house that offers an outright exhilarating and vivid experience for nature devotees and untamed life darlings. There was long line for ticket. We had the chance to experience an extensive variety of creature and birds, including moving peacock, elephants, and part of deer. Sad, we couldn't see the tiger. Generally visit was excellent. It's an extraordinary encounter going through this save region. We were unable to see tigers despite the fact that we went for tiger safari because of weather. Guarantee to go previously 10:30 a.m. for the safari. This woodland has thousands of deers and hundreds of elephants. Assuming that you are fortunate, you can experience a tiger or a panther. As we moreover saw parcel of buffaloes. Here the best untamed life touring while at the same time venturing out to Ooty. In contrast with Bandipur Tiger Save Street,